Yo guys, how are we doing today? So welcome to another pick a card reading. This is a juicy one. Okay, this is a juicy one. At least in my reading, it was juicy because I always tried these pick a cards for myself first, so I don't get myself in trouble and I don't get you in trouble. But I had a lot of fun and it was juicy, but it was so fun. And today we're going to see on how other people perceive you. Okay, and we are going to take a look at how they perceive you in your career, how coworkers see you, your weaknesses, your strengths, how family, friends, and lovers, partners, romantic interests see you. So it's gonna be fun, trust me. At least for me, it's gonna be fun because I loved it. So yeah, we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you feel free to pause this video, take a deep breath, breathe out, and open your eyes and choose one. Follow your intuition, follow your gut, and I'll see you over there. Okay, let's go. All right, so pile number 1, or card number 1, because it's just one card that we're starting off. We're starting with your first impressions. First of all, before we take a look into this, keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? So even though it's a pick a card, it's not going to resonate with everyone, or at least not everything is going to resonate. And if you hear something that you don't like, don't kill the messenger. It's what's showing up. Okay, so starting off, we have the prayer card for other people's first impressions. When they get to know you. So first things that I'm getting is that they feel like you're very dreamy, but also that you're a great manifester. That whatever you think about creating, you create it, and that's really amazing. That's a really good thing. I also feel with this Five of Pentacles that you're always in that dreamy state because you probably didn't have um, a lot of friends, and you probably still don't. I feel like you're a very isolated person, you enjoy your solitude, and people see you as being a very with yourself, and because of that, being very dreamy. But that is not a bad thing because the prayer card is about getting your manifestations. It's about getting your wishes fulfilled. So you dream and you manifest things and you get them. So that is very, very good. Let's see how what people first notice about you. Okay. So we got the confusion. So I feel like people don't understand you, to be quite honest. You might be one of those things, sorry, no, that's not the thing. You might be one of those people that are always alone and always very with themselves and that don't talk a lot, are very shy. And people are very confused because I feel like they don't understand you. But again, I feel like you are very wealthy. I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about that sort of thing. I feel like you're wealthy, you have a good life because you manifest things that you want. And to be quite honest, some of those people, once they get to the first thing that they think, might actually be like, God, I'm so jealous of that person because they have it all, and um, that's why people might not get along with you like straight from the beginning. It's because you have a lot, and that they envy. Um, and again, especially having that magician here, you are a great manifester, and people really admire that about you. And it's the first thing that they notice. And because you might actually have psychic gifts, and people don't understand that. And people not scared of that, but they are confused. They don't know what to think about it. And the reality is that you are a great manifester here, and that's the truth. And because people don't really understand that, they get confused and they don't understand you. So what can you all right, what can you tell us about how people perceive you once they get to know you? We have this recovery card. I feel like you've been through a lot of things, and once people get to know you and get to know your story, they understand you. They start to, okay, so this is who pile number 1 is. Okay, this is what they've been through. Yeah. And this devil card is not really, I'm not getting that it's about like you're a devil, that you're bringing that toxicity into their life. It's just that people know the toxicity that you've been through during your life. And that's why you're so isolated. That's why you probably don't trust a lot in other people. That's probably why you're so careful with who you talk to, why you like being with yourself and not communicate a lot. It's just It's a way of it's a way for you to protect yourself. And once people get to know your story, they really start realizing and understanding those things. Okay, so let's go on to your strengths here. Ooh, Jesus. We got two that fell to the ground. Well, we got a lot of things for your strengths here. So we have expect the unexpected, being apologetically you, what are your dreams telling you, and I'm worth more. So it's basically this energy of those first impressions. It's like you don't mind being yourself. If you're an isolated person that don't talk too much, then you're like that, and you're not afraid of showing that side of you, because it's who you are. You're not afraid of expressing yourself. And again, with that, what are your dreams telling you? You're not afraid to dream, and that's amazing because you're always, you are an incredible manifester that people possibly really envy that, because whatever you dream comes to fruition, and because you've dealt with so many bad things in the past, you're not afraid to take a stand for yourself and to say, no, that is not good for me, so I'm not going to take that. Yeah, and we also have the Queen of Swords. It could be an air sign. We also have that energy here with that confusion card. So it could be, this is Libra energy, but it could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But I feel like you're very blunt. You're very frontal. Whatever you're thinking, you say it without even thinking twice. It's like if you have an opinion about someone, you say it. And if you don't think someone did something right to you, you're saying it and you're making it right. And that's really, really good because you don't leave anything for other people to say. Whatever you need to say, you say it. Sorry. So let's see, however, what are your weaknesses? What people don't like about you so much? So we have something needs to end. Yeah, because you're so blunt. I feel like blunt and very... It's not that you like confronts, arguments and that sort of things, but like you always say things straight. And if something needs to end, you end it. And sometimes because you do that, you actually, I feel like you might lose things that would actually be good for you if you just gave it a try. I feel like it's not about giving up, but in a way it is. It's like you don't give things a chance when possibly they do need it. Okay, I feel like because you're the World and the Hangman, because you're so blunt and you don't think twice when you're thinking something, like you don't like something, you say it, and that cuts people off, that cuts situations off. That's why you're so not lonely, but that's why you like your space, because you don't want anything that's not good for you. But sometimes people just need a little bit of time, and I think that you think too fast. Your brain is always, okay, boom, 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 boom. It's always moving. And you don't have time to really ground yourself and reflect on things and get enlightenment, okay? Get clarification, okay? So let's see, in regards to your career, what do we have? This is about coworkers, how people in general see your work ethic, or just see how you work, or your relationship with your job. So straight away we have soulmate. That is amazing. So I feel like in regards to your career, you really follow your passion. You're not afraid to fight for what you love. And I feel like you're in a very good place when it comes to your job and to your finances. You're not afraid to ask for people, to ask for guidance from people that know better. I really feel like you're really happy in your job, and it's probably the place where you feel more balanced, where you feel more, you could actually be the boss of a company. And yeah, well, with this King of Wands, you could definitely be a boss. King of Pentacles, yeah, that's amazing, especially because you also have the Queen of Pentacles. So you could actually be a leader that always needs to be that blunt person that needs to cut people and needs to make things right when things are not right. And you don't have any problem cutting the BS of someone, of an employee that is not working all right, or that didn't do something all right. But I also see you, like, whatever you do for your career, you're always you're really passionate and you have a very you really care about that career, and I feel like you probably really are really own a business, and you've put in so much effort in that you're not taking any BS, and you're fighting for your business stability. um, so yeah, people actually see you as a great leader, and also someone that can count on. Not only you're not afraid to ask for opinion of others, but I feel like you're very selective to who you ask opinions of. But you're also someone that other people can go to when it comes to career, when it comes to opinions, and when it comes to asking for help in regards to your career, and to your business. Because you're a great leader and you always know what's best, and that's really, really awesome. So now, let's see. Let's get into what your family thinks about you and how they see you. All right, we have past life relationship. So they are probably not necessarily your family members, but they are probably accompany you from another past life, from another life. And it's like they know who you are. They know pretty well who you are, and they can see right through you. If you're having a bad day, they can tell it. If you're having a good day, they can tell it, and they are so happy for you. I feel like you have a really good connection with your family, and you're really close to them, and you really go towards them for support and for stability and for advice when you need some. All right. This is how your friends perceive you. Okay, true love. So whenever you let people in, whenever people get to this phase where they really see who you are, when they really see what you've been through, they are really good friends, and you are really good friends with those people, and they see you as an amazing person that's been through so much. It's like people first feel like you're weird and they don't really understand you, but once they get to know you and get to know your past, they really are compassionate about you and really feel your pain and really are there for you and try to be there for you and support you, because they know that you'll be there for them too. It's like they really see you as someone that's been through so much, and they want to be there for you for every single thing because they know that you'll be there for them too. They really see you as a really good friend. But I also feel like you're not a person of having a lot of a big group of friends. You have a small group of friends that are really close to you and that you really trust. So how do romantic partners perceive you? All right, we got 2. We have retreat and worth waiting for. So I feel like you, not necessarily, you could have, okay, let's rephrase it. I feel like you've been single for a very long time, or that you didn't have a lot of relationships. Because I feel like it's very few people that get to this point that they really get to know you and really get to know your past. And with this worth waiting for, I really feel like if you're not in a relationship, don't worry, because you'll get love, okay? And I feel like people give up on you too soon, because you're a very reserved person from what it's looking like, and you don't like really to share. And so in relationships, and I feel like it's in the beginning, you always tend to be a little bit closed off, not share a lot. You take your time to open up, and people don't give you that enough time to do that, And with that worth waiting for, it's like, yo, if you just give me a little moment, okay, for me to ground myself and for me to get used to the idea that I'm dating you and that I'm with you, things can move and I can start opening up. But I feel like it's very few people that really allow you to have that time for yourself. And I also feel like people see you as needing a lot of space, and sometimes the partners that you might attract are actually very clinging people. So that could be something too. We also have the Chariot and the Nine of Cups there in the bottom of the deck. So I'm getting that you're a person that, even though you're very closed off, you always like to move things, you know, and you always like to move ahead, and you're always running. And I feel like, especially because of your career, you're always thinking about different stuff and that kind of stuff. You're always moving. And I also feel like you also like to go out a lot. I don't necessarily see that as an addiction or something like that, but it's definitely something that it's like every day with you it's different, because you always like to do different things. You always like to go out. You always like to have fun, you know, and it's always moving. The relationship is always moving in a positive way. It's not in a bad way. So yeah, now let's get to some final messages. And okay, overall things that people perceive from you, and also some things that you actually are or need to hear right now. Okay, so we have the insecurity card, instinct, and grief. So yeah, I feel like you, to be honest, I don't feel like you had enough time to, not time, I feel like looking at emotions, it's hard. And I feel like you've always had a little trouble doing that, looking at your own emotions and really taking your time to grieve from whatever happened in the past, because you did have a very heavy bad past that you didn't give yourself time to heal. Okay, and we also, with that insecurity, and love yourself first, it's some of those things from the past really got to you and didn't allow you to create this persona. I feel like the things that you pass to other people, like that very blunt person that always says things that they are thinking, it's almost like it's a mask to kind of protect yourself from getting hurt again. And especially having that healing family issues, you definitely should take a look at that, because I feel like it would be so beneficial for you. Okay, and with that instinct, I feel like you're a very intuitive person, and take it. Okay, enjoy it. Then we also have the Six of Wands and the Illumination card. Again, you're a very intuitive person that the universe is always there for you, and it's always there to guide you. And you're also very, very strong with the Six of Wands, and very successful in this business that you own, or just I don't know, whatever you do for your career. You're successful at what you do, and people really admire you for that. So use it, okay, and enjoy it, because you're really successful in there. And okay, and the universe is really there for you, to help you and to guide you and to lead you to success and wealth. Okay, so final messages, we have: work that ass off, home or family, be grateful, stop, and trust your spirit guides in the universe. So definitely trust that everything that is happening is for you, and it's for your benefit, and they are always there for you, because again you might have psychic gifts. So whatever you're doing great, and the universe is there really with you. Be grateful for whatever you've been through, and I really feel like you need to stop a minute and really take a look back and heal from that. Okay, whatever happened, even though you're really close with your family, or at least your family perceives you that way, there might have your issues, whatever you've been through. If it was not related with your family, it was from your childhood, and you need to take a look at that, because that will help you keep you grounded and bring more stability into your life. Okay, and with this work that ass off, it's not about career, okay? It's about taking care of your body, okay? But I feel like it's also more about just have fun, okay? Because you're always here in this career space, you kind of need to get out a little bit and just have fun, just dance a little bit, okay? You could do that in your daily routine, and it could change your life, really. So battle number one, I always like to end with a little positive note and some advice. So take whatever you want to take, okay? I hope this resonated and was I don't know, helpful. It was fun. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye. All right, pile number 2, pile well card. So first of all, keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? So it may not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something doesn't, if something is not what you really wanted to hear, don't kill the messenger. It's just what's showing up, okay? And I'm hearing some noises. Okay, and if you do resonate with this video, if you do like what I pass on to you, please give it a like and subscribe because that really helps me, okay? So, starting off with first impressions, we have abundance. So, people see you as doing really well, especially in regards to money, but I feel like it's just about life overall. They see you someone that really fights to be grounded and to have a good financial stability. Oh, okay. So I feel like people might perceive you as being someone very oriented, career oriented, and then when it comes to the rest of your life, you're kind of in this 4 cups mode, which doesn't necessarily have to be true. So, but this is just how people perceive you, and it's first impressions. Okay, you could actually be an earth sign with that abundance card. I'm getting Capricorn, so a Cappy is resonating with this. Hello. So let's figure out what people first notice. Ooh, soulmate. So yeah, I feel like to be honest, I feel like you're a very grounded and stable person, and people really admire that about you. And I feel like your relationship potential. So that's basically one of the first things that people notice about you. And with the world, oh, I'm getting a message. Someone might actually be waiting for you to end a relationship or to end something to be with you. Okay, that just showed up. But I feel like some people might actually see you as like jumping from a relationship to another very quickly. But also, I feel like some people tend to see you as giving up on relationships too easily. No, I'm not necessarily getting player vibes, but yeah, they see you as a really good potential for a relationship, but you always seem to throw that away for some reason. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it probably will for someone out there. So once they get to know you, how do they perceive you? Okay, we have despondence. So always ready to take action, always ready to go for it, to fight for your happiness. And yeah, it's that thing. I feel like for most of you, you're very career oriented, and people really see you that way. Like, yeah, their career is on top, they're doing it. But when it comes to a relationship, it's like you have the potential to be a really good partner, but you don't really use it. It's like you don't really think about that side too much. Yeah, and they see you as a very caring person with this King of Cups. It's like you have so much love to give, and that I feel like you always give a lot to other people, and that's why you probably don't care too much about love, because you probably were hurt a lot in the past, and people see you as with a very good potential straight from the beginning. You know, I feel like you're a very outgoing person, a very caring person, but when it comes to love, you're always like a little bit, yeah, that thing, yeah, sure. Not really for me. But people really do see you with a great potential for that. Okay, so let's check your strengths. Alright, so we have something needs to end. Whenever you need to end stuff, and we also have the World card here, but I feel like you're always ready to end things that are not beneficial for you. And we have be grateful and trust your spirit guides and the universe. It's whatever, you probably are a very intuitive person, and whatever happens to you, you are always very grateful for that happening to you, because you always find something to learn from that, and you're not afraid to end something that is not beneficial, and that's really, really, really good. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. It's whenever you have to give, you give. Whenever you have to take care of someone, whenever you have to give your love to someone, you do. But if in any second they start giving it back to you, they stop caring about you, you cut it. And it's like this, you know. Um, let's go towards your weaknesses. Ooh, okay. Believe and work that ass off. For some of you, I'm getting that you're very concerned about your body. You're very conscious about your body, um, and also for others of you, it's not really about your body. It's really about that career, about that money drive. That everything in your life is about career. It's about money, and maybe you should take some time. Again, I feel like you lost trust and faith and hope in love. You know, and that's not really positive. Okay, so we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's basically what I've been saying. It's like you're always very career. It's like work, 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 and you don't give yourself time to breathe. Okay, so that's probably something that you should work on. Let's see how people perceive you in your work environment, your work ethic, everything related with your career. Okay. Confusion. Oh, that's actually interesting because you're a very work-driven person, and or it's looking like, and people perceive you as being confused when it comes to your career. So you may try to do too much, or it's. I'm also getting that for some of you, it's like you try to hide your issues through work. You try to hide, with this moon. You might have a very lonely job. For some of you, don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like possibly in your work environment, people don't really talk to you. People don't really. It's not really about getting along, but people don't understand you. You know, and you don't communicate a lot when it comes to your work environment. But I'm also getting that you might be in a position where you're trying to make a decision about going one way or going another, and that's why people see you as being confused, because you do have a very good work ethic and you're always thinking about money, about a career, what you want to do, how things are going. And right now you have it's up to you, keep an open mind, gift yourself. You might be trying to make a decision towards I don't know, just a decision in regards to your career. Okay, it could be something like that. And that's why people see you as being confused, because you're not really sure what to choose. So let's pass on to how family, friends, and romantic interests perceive you. So let's start with your family. Ooh, no, okay. Let's start, okay, with your family. Forgiving and learning. They see you as a very forgiving person. You might not have the best, it's not necessarily relationship with your family, but your family environment might not be the best. I feel like your family realizes that they might screw up a lot and that you always tend to forgive them for no matter what. I'm getting that for some of you. For others of you, I feel like they see you as a very caring person that always is there for other people and that doesn't hesitate a second into forgiving others, into learning, especially learning from your mistakes, learning from life, you know, with especially having this page of wands here. It's like you're a very free spirit that always is eager to learn new things and to discover new things. Okay, so your friends. How do your friends see you? All right, we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I feel like it's that thing. You're always trying to because you're so focused on money, you're always trying to control everything, and you don't give yourself time to breathe and to just have fun, to just dance a little bit, go out, and to believe in love again. And especially when it comes to love, I feel like friends might tell you, just go with the flow with that person, just let things unfold naturally. And you have a hard time doing that. At least that's how they perceive you. And you also have the 8 of Wands. So I feel like you're someone that they really can talk to about basically anything, and that they feel really comfortable talking to you because you're always there to listen. I feel like you're a really good listener. Ooh, okay. So for your lovers, romantic interest, we have trust. Yeah, and I feel like it's, to be honest, I feel like before you're not the type of person to get to know someone and then just go to a relationship. That's what's looking like. It's like you get to know that person, you get friends with them, really close friends, and then you'll get into a relationship, because for you, trust is very important, and they see you as a very loyal person, but above anything, you could definitely be an earth sign. We have a lot of earth here. We also have some water energy, but they see you as being a very stable person and someone that they can really trust and say basically anything, that you'll always be there for them no matter what. But again, it's that thing about love that I feel like you lost a little bit of faith in love. And whenever it comes to relationship, it's like people have to prove themselves, like, I'm here to stay for real, you know? And I also feel like they have a hard time getting to your level. They see you as a very high level, you know, and they always struggle getting to your level, and they always feel very intimidated about that. So let's get some final messages for you and advice, some things that you need to hear. We have renewal, discovery, and destiny. Wow. So if not already, you might be meeting the one. Okay, you might already know that person. But I do feel like you're going to get to know that person through career or through that student mind. I don't know if you're going to school or something like that. You might meet them in school. I think you might, for some of you, you might also meet them very randomly, like in a park. You might have dogs and you go out to walk your dog and you just meet that person. And that person is the one, okay? That person is the one. But more than that, it's like you really are relationship potential, and people do really perceive you like that. But I also always feel like you have a hard time trusting people like that. Tell you that. People might tell you that, and you're like, yeah, right, come on, please, give me a break. But it's really true. It's really, really true. And you have very soon in children. So one thing that I'm getting, you might be getting pregnant soon for some of you. For others of you, I feel like, for most of you, I feel like you always wanting to be a parent, and you really will be a really amazing parent. I do have to say that, okay? And people perceive you that way because you're so caring and you're always there ready to help other people. And everyone sees you like pal number 2 is going to be a great parent, okay? And you really are commitment potential here, okay? Let's get some final messages from the universe. All right. I feel like this is about money and career, but also about this relationship, if you're not already into one. And even if you are, the right path is the one you choose to take, and you are on the right path. Stop, and new beginnings on the horizon. So it's that thing. When it comes to love, you need to stop stressing about it and just go with the flow. You know, you need to stop a little bit with all this work madness, and it's madness because you don't stop. It's like that. You don't stop. You don't give yourself time for yourself, and you kind of need to just be a little bit free, you know? Because amazing things are coming your way, Okay, if you've had financial setbacks in the recent past, where you're currently having those, I feel like abundance and wealth is coming to you soon. Okay, so pile number two, I hope this resonated and helped somehow. I always like to end with some positivity and some advice and messages. So yeah, that was just another extra. But I hope this resonated and helped somehow. If it did, please give it a like and subscribe because it really helps the channel and really supports me. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye. Alrighty, pile number three, let's get to your reading. So just before we get started, I just want to say that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, you know the drill. So just take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, if something doesn't please you, don't kill the messenger, kill the message, okay? But essentially, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Keep an open mind, okay? Because this is how people perceive you, and it's not necessarily how you really are. I think that's it. I think you can get started. So, first impressions, we have the expansion card. That's actually really nice. I feel like people see you as always being ready to grow, as always growing. And I get a thing that, like, you're always fascinated about everything, you know? You're always ready to learn new things. Oh, and I feel like you're always ready to overcome things, you know, and to grow from things that happen to you that are not good. I feel like you're a very strong person, and people see that straight away, you know, that you might have dealt with a lot in the past, and that you always find a way to just um, see the positive side and just where can I grow from this situation, you know. People see that straight away. What is the first thing that they notice about you? Okay, guilt. Whew. Yeah, I feel like they automatically see that you've been through a lot, and that because of that you've grown. Again, I feel like you are a very mature person. I feel like you're more mature than you would, than what it would be expected for your age. So I feel like you could actually be a very young person that's been through so much already and grown. You have grown a lot. Yeah, Four of Swords. You have grown a lot from that, and it's really amazing. I feel like people really admire you and really see you eventually as a role model. You know, people really they're really like fascinated with, like, how could you do that, you know, you've been through so much and you're still here, you're so strong. I feel like people really see you as someone to look up to. So how do people perceive you once they get to know you? Ooh, okay, come here. Gratitude. That's really amazing. So once they get to know you, they are really grateful for having you in their life. I feel like you're an amazing friend that they are so grateful to have in their life, and they really appreciate you. I feel like you're a great listener also. Whoops. And well, this judgment card kind of wanted to come out, so come here, please. And we also have the Knight of Swords and the Judgment card. So it's, you always bring a new light. Because you're so mature and you've grown so much, you give great advice. And people really go to you to get some more advice because it's like you bring something different to the table that they haven't really thought about, and really helps them move things forward. I feel like you're also that pep talk friend, you know, that always finds that positive message to move things forward. I feel like you're a really good team player too. But yeah, let's look at some of your strengths here. You can do it. Gift yourself, and something is done. This something is done keeps showing up for every pile. But I feel like you're very determined into getting what you want and to reward yourself. It's like, you know, when things get hard, and you always find a way to gift yourself once you get through things, you know. And you don't have, because you've been through so much, you always like, okay, this is not beneficial for me, I'm going to end it. And you have no problem doing that, because I feel like you have a really clear perspective of what is important for you, what is beneficial for you, and you see that very, very clearly. You have a very strong willpower. That's really, really good. Let's see what else. Ooh, 3 cards. 4. Okay. Let's see what else. We have the 8 of Swords, the Sun, the Page of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Yeah, whatever is not beneficial for you, and you feel like, okay, I'm starting to overthink, I'm starting to not say things clearly, you're like, okay, get out of there. If you're already in this position, it's because it's not good for you. And you always find the good side of a situation. You always find, again, where you can grow and where you can learn from that. And that's really, really good. But now on the other side, let's look at your weaknesses. So we have, okay, we have the Family card, work that ass off and believe. I feel like you lost a little bit of hope. You could have had a very abusive childhood, not a very great relationship with your parents, I'm getting, and because of that, I feel like you could have also moved a lot during your childhood, and you have a little bit of a trouble getting stuck in one place, you know. You have a hard time. I don't feel like this is commitment issues. I just feel like it's settling down. For example, in one house, you might always have to change houses because it's just how it was in your childhood, and you have a hard time settling down and stopping for a little bit. I'm also getting that you might have lost like faith in creating a family for some of you. Getting pregnant. Yeah, 10 of Cups. It's like I feel like you probably, most of the things that happened to you were really from childhood, possibly related with family. And because of that, you kind of created some sort of trauma that I don't think you have healed completely yet, and that is making you lose faith in ever creating a family. Okay, so don't lose faith and try to look at that, because you're such a positive person. You always look at the bright side, so try to be positive there. Okay, when it comes to career, you might actually be a teacher, where you're just people see you as a teacher. People see you as someone very wise. Okay, you could be a Virgo, but and we also get a Leo there. But basically, I'm getting that it's like this thing of when people get to know you. You could actually be the owner of a business, a leader where you work, or at least people see you like that. I feel like people never know what to expect from you, but you always know what to say, and you always know what is best for the company. You always know what is best for your business, and you're always ready to get things moving, you know? You could, I'm really getting teacher vibes, so you could definitely teach. Or something like that. It could be like a counselor, helping people and teaching people, you know? Yeah, definitely with the 6 of Wands, I feel like you're very successful at what you do, and you really help people grow and bring their best side up, you know? That's really, really amazing. So let's get some messages for your family, how your family perceives you. Okay, you hear? Finances and career, work. You don't stop. But that is actually a good thing, because I feel like they see you as a very determined person that is always there and never lets other people in regards to your career fail and let down people. We have Temperance. However, I feel like they see you balancing things out very nicely with your personal life. It's like you have your career, you have your personal life, and you kind of know how to balance everything out. And you also have the Ten of Pentacles. Um, and to be honest, I'm not sure if this is really your family. It's like your family, your friend's family. You know, your group of friends that are your family. Because I feel like this was a family created. I'm not seeing that in the cards. I'm just getting that. So first, this is not going to be first for all of you, obviously, but that could definitely be the case for most of you, or at least for some of you. And they see you as a very balanced person, essentially. I'm also getting that they feel like you heal your issues through your career, if that makes any sense. Um, so yeah, I don't know. You could be a healer of any sort in your career. So, and if this is your family, blood family, I don't see a lot of very connected relationship with them. I feel like they're very detached from you. Like for them, your work and that's it. Like you don't do anything else. Even though you balance things out really okay, but it's like it's what they know from you. You know, it's like you don't really talk to them. You don't really share things to them. At least that's what's looking like. From your friends, you deserve love. So I feel like they see you as this role model, and they really admire you and all that. And they're like, they could be some matchmakers. Your friends, you could have some matchmaker friends that always try to get you in trouble when it comes to love. Because yeah, you do have the Hermit here, so it could definitely be a Virgo. You're always very in your own space, and you don't really go out a lot and go on dates. And I feel like they have like they admire you so much, and they see you as being such a good person. They're like, damn, pile number three, you really should just go out, have fun, meet someone that really uh, enjoys and appreciates that side of them. You know, they really deserve that. They're really rooting for you when it comes to love. And speaking of love, whew, okay. How romantic interest in potential partners and all that see you, this could be the one. It's like you're the perfect person to be in a relationship with. And whenever you're in a relationship they really appreciate who you are and what you do for them, and they are really so grateful for having you in their lives, you know. And we also have the Queen of Wands, so they see you as being very, very attractive and very confident about your body, very confident about who you are, and not being afraid to show the world who you are and what you want to do and what you think, you know. So let's get some final messages and advice. I always like to end with some messages and advice because I feel like it's just good, you know. So these are some things that you might need to hear right now. These are some other things that didn't show up earlier about how people perceive you, and possibly things that you need to work on. Okay, insecurity, and I feel like this is about love. You might deal with things. And you have miracle and growth. You always are the sun to other people. You could be a cusp. You could be a Leo Virgo. But it's like you always are the light to other people. You always guide other people, and you don't let other people guide you, or you don't allow yourself to be guided by even you. You know, it's like other people is the people that matters. And even though you've been through a lot and you've grown a lot from that, it's like you still have some things, especially in regards to love, it's looking like, or with your family, that you haven't really healed, and that would be very beneficial for you to heal. Okay, so let's see what else. We have keep an open mind and deception. So I do feel like you see right through deceptive people, but I kind of feel like picky when it comes to relationships, and you kind of need to be a little more open about it. Okay, you kind of need to be it's like whenever in everything else you always see the good side. When it comes to love, you're like, no, I don't like that, I'm out. It's always like that panic comes to you and it doesn't let you move into a relationship. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're such a loving person, and I feel like deep down you do want a family and you really crave for that, but I feel like you're scared of that. You're scared of that commitment. You're scared of that, possibly because you were always moving when you were a child. You're scared of settling in a point and not getting out of there, because I feel like you don't really like getting stuck with this Eight of Swords. You don't like feeling stuck, and whenever you feel stuck, your solution is, okay, what is wrong with this situation? How can I get out of there and move? And sometimes you will stuck things that are not even stuck, So yeah, try to follow your heart more and try to go with the flow a little bit. Okay? So let's see. We have keep an open mind again. It's like, don't say no to someone just because. Okay, really try to get to know them like they get to know you, and give them a chance. Okay, because actually, give your relationship a chance. Okay, so you might already be dealing with someone. Try, just try. We also have connect with nature, and small things matter too. So the way that if you're dealing with someone, the way they might show you their love might be through very small actions, and those matter too, okay? Those are important too. And also, don't be afraid to go back to your hometown. I'm getting that strongly from most of you. Because I feel like you'll find some solutions there in regards to these insecurities that you need to take a look at. And that will really help you move things, bring an ending to a cycle that it's no longer beneficial for you, okay? Because I feel like it's time. I feel like you are starting to get to that point where you're like, damn, I really want to be a parent, but how can I do that? Because and you start creating conflicts inside your head and issues that don't really exist, and I feel like that is all because of your childhood or something related with your roots. All right, so pile number 3, I hope it resonated and it helped somehow. If it did, please give it a like and subscribe, because that really helps, and I really love seeing your support. So yeah, I hope it resonated, I hope it helped, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Alrighty, pile number 4, here we go. You're finally up. We've been talking a lot, and I'm kind of getting tired, but we're ready. And before we get started, just let me tell you that it's the general reading, so obviously it may not resonate with everyone. And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't kill the messenger, because whatever is showing up, it's showing up, and I'm just telling you. And this is just how people perceive you, okay? So it's in some of those things might not even be true, but okay, some of those things, it might actually be messages for you to think about. Okay, so let's get started. This is how people, their first impressions of you, okay? Gossip. I feel like you're a very talkative person, and that eventually gets fooled a lot. Very naive. It's not that, I don't feel like people see you that has a weakness. I feel like people see you as being pure, being very, someone they could be a mother to, It's like the mother friend of the group. They always see you as their child, something like that. We also have the moon. Well, this gossip card could actually be gossip. I feel like some people, and I feel like this is like really first impressions from people that don't even bother getting to know you. That's the energy that I'm getting. Really, people see you as like, oh, they're gossipers. Don't even bother getting to know them, because they are not trustworthy. Something like that. Someone that doesn't know how to keep a secret. That's kind of what I'm getting. But again, that's just the first impression. First thing that people notice about you. Okay, damn. I heard they don't mind their own business. And that's aggressive. But I feel like the first thing that people see is how alone you always are, and that you might not have a lot of friends, and the first thing that people notice is your isolation, is you being with yourself. And also, I'm getting a little bit not getting work done. I'm not getting the word, but you don't get a lot of work done. Whenever you have to get work done, it's always like in the last second. I also feel like you're very impulsive, and you don't talk for a minute, and then whenever people ask you to talk, you just say it all. You just say whatever you need to say, without even thinking too much. Okay. So let's see how people perceive you once they get to know you. Okay. We have perfection. Wow. I feel like you're a little bit picky about things, and the way people see you is like you're just picky because you want things right. You want things to be done in a good way, and if they're not, it's not like you get pissed, but you don't like it. It's like you might have OCD. I'm getting that strongly, and so you just want things to be done right. Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is yelling OCD. So most of you probably have OCD, but I'm just getting that it's yeah, you might be a Virgo actually. We also have Pisces there, or Earth, an Earth sign, but it's like you always want things to be perfect, and you never really come down you never really get a clear view of how things are, and I feel like you always want things to be perfect out of fear. I feel like you're a very go big or go home kind of person. It's like you either do it and do it right, or you don't do it. So that thing of people seeing you as like you always do things at the last minute, it's not really that. It's like I feel like you do a lot of backstage work that people don't see, and once they get to know you, they really realize how much work you put into stuff that you don't show. But let's move on to some of your strengths. Okay. I do feel like you're very talkative. It's like you're not afraid to go to a random stranger and just ask them, "Hey, how are you doing? How's your day going?" It's like somehow you're never alone because you always find company in everyone. In every single place, you always find company, and you don't even judge people. And people from the outside might actually see you like, "Oh yeah, there's that gossiper that always talks to everyone trying to figure out what others are doing with their lives," but it's not really that. It's just who you are. You like to talk to people, you like to get to know people, and you just do it because you like to know people, and you like to talk, you like to have fun. But when people don't even bother, that's their first impression. And we also have go crazy, and you're in the right path. So whenever you need to do something, you're not afraid to do it. So you're a very impulsive person, but at the same time, when you feel like doing something, you do it right. It's basically what we discussed earlier, but you like things done in a very good way. And it no matter how much time it takes, you just want things done, and things done right. Because otherwise it just doesn't feel good to you. It's that sort of mentality. It's go big or go home. Either do it right or don't even bother. And I think that's also how you perceive other people and how other people approach you, or you want them to approach you. So we have wake up and go now for your weaknesses, forgiveness, and being unapologetically you. Even though you're a very talkative person, I feel like you have a hard time um, showing yourself who you really are, um, or showing yourself completely. At least I'm getting, because again, there's a lot of backseat things going on that you don't tell basically anyone, and I kind of feel like one of your weaknesses is you not opening up too easily. Okay, and I feel like you don't forgive. Um, I don't think that it's even others. I feel like it's really yourself, for whatever things that you do, for whatever mistakes that you do. Um, and it's that perfectionist kind of thing. It's like if something goes wrong, you just blame yourself all over and over and over and over again, and you don't give yourself a break, you know? Let's see what else. 6 Wands. Yeah, I feel like when something goes wrong, you have a very pessimistic mindset, you know? It's not necessarily that you quit, but you beat yourself up so badly that you don't really let yourself breathe and see how far you've gone already, you know? It's either you see progress, or if you or either you see good progress and solid progress, like an exponential thing, and you're really satisfied about it, or if you don't see it, then you beat yourself up. And there is always progress, but if you don't see it, or if it takes too long, I do feel like you're a little bit impatient. But if it gets too long to see that progress, you kind of just go into a terrible place. When it comes to work, I don't really feel like you were in a very happy place, or at least that's how people see you. Like you're doing things out of necessity, like oh no, here I go again to my job doing this, and I have to do it, you know? I also feel like you're a very opinionated person, but I don't really see that as a bad way. I just feel like you like to, I feel like when it comes to emotions, you hide a lot to yourself, but when it comes to ideas, creative ideas, you like to give ideas, and you like for other people to listen to you, but you don't really get listened. Um, and I feel like that was in the beginning. You possibly shared your opinions and people didn't listen or really didn't care, and you started to speak less and less and less and less and share less, um, and that really doesn't make you happy, you know? That's a little background story that I got. But we also have gift yourself. I feel like people perceive you as being very not managing your finances that well. And with this 3 of Swords, yeah, I don't think people see you as being very happy when it comes to your finances and career, to be quite honest. Okay, so let's move on to your family. Okay. So when it comes to your family, we have romantic feelings and very soon. So they see you as someone that falls in love very easily and not for very long. That's kind of interesting. And we also have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's like, again, because you like to get to know people, new people, and I feel like the idea that they get of that is that you're always trying to find new romantic partners. Jesus. New romantic partners, and that I don't feel like that is even true. You just like to know people, you just like to know their story, And the way they see it is like, oh, okay, here we go. There is pile number 4 trying to get another romantic partner. There it is again, you know. But I don't really see it that way. And I feel like they see you always jumping from a relationship to another very easily. Okay, let's see how friends perceive you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I feel like when it comes to your friends, you're not afraid to share your love and to tell them that you love them and to tell them, to give them gifts even. To do small things for them that just say, hey, dude, you're important for me, you know? And they really appreciate that. I also feel like they see you as a very giving person to the people that you love. Like, you always give a lot without even expecting to receive anything back at all, you know? Let's see what else. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you might not give a lot, but what you give is meaningful, and people really appreciate that. Or it might not even be that big gesture. Like, I don't feel like you're the type of person to organize a surprise birthday party, but you're the type of person to buy that really special gift that means a lot to them. You know, it's more something more like that. So let me see how romantic partners perceive you. All right. So we do have wedding and retreat. It's like things are going really well, and then all of a sudden you close yourself off and you leave. And I feel like they see you as having a hard time opening up to them. 10 of Swords. It's like whenever you're down, you close yourself off so badly that they don't understand what's going wrong. And if they did something, and it's like you don't really communicate with them. And one minute things could be great, the other things are not, and they don't really understand what's wrong and if they did anything, and that really worries them. Okay, so some final messages and advice, things that you need to hear, okay? Because I always like to end with this kind of things. Just bring a little positivity, you know, and help anyone that needs to hear those things. So we have gratitude, balance, and trickery. Yeah, I feel like you kind of, because you have this beginner mind, like you always like to learn new things. You could be in this naive thing that we discussed in the beginning, and you don't really see when people are trying to fool you and trying to manipulate you. And I feel like you need to take a look at that. Okay. But also be grateful for everything that you have in your life, because I feel like you already have a lot, and fight for balance in your life. Because especially in career, if you're not happy, I really feel like you need to find that balance there. Okay. Let's see what else. We have honeymoon, healing family issues. Yeah, if there are things that you need to heal, definitely do it. Because I feel like that impacts your romantic relationships here, okay? And just have fun, go out, have fun, and I feel like that will help you a lot, and will help you release this thing of, oh no, everything needs to be perfect, you know? And accept new love. Be open to new things, okay? Because I feel like the universe is rewarding you with that, and you need to be a little bit open to that, okay? Let me see. Do something that matters. Something needs to end, and small things matter too. So, like you don't like to do these big gestures, accept the small things that your partners might give to you. Okay? That's basically what I'm getting. And something that you should really take into consideration, because in start, I feel like small things matter here too, and do something that matters. It's more like try to open up a little bit. And if something is not right, communicate it. Okay, don't hold that to yourself. Try to communicate that with your partner. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pal number 4. I hope this helped you, resonated somehow. If it did, please give it a like and subscribe, because that's really helps this channel, and that would show a lot of support that I'm already feeling, but I kind of want to grow the channel, so that would be very helpful. So yeah, I hope this resonated, hope it helped, and I hope you had fun with this like I did, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Okay, so bye bye.